minutes of radio nothingness comes Radio Nowhere.
This is Radio Nowhere. Is there anybody alive out there? This is Radio Nowhere. Is there anybody alive out there?
WJBD is proud to permit Radio Nowhere.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket.
We're not even back on the air. We're not even back on the air for 10 minutes. You've already messed up.
Okay, my microphone's not even on.
That's on purpose.
Okay, we're back. Finally.
Welcome back.
I think we forgot how to do everything.
I think so too. We've been off for
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks, and
we finally brought you back down to earth.
And it's just like getting back on a bicycle, though, isn't it? And
something like that.
And then tumbling off again.
Spiraling downhill into a ravine.
So, good morning. It's Radio Nowhere, roughly. Very roughly. This is Matt Donahoe.
And Steve Stein.
And we are back after
a 2-week hiatus.
Yeah. This is our, what would you call this, our back-to-school edition?
We could.
Let's call it our back-to-school edition. Because we're taking you to school on the music. Schooling you.
Something.
Is that what we're doing?
Nah,
we're not doing that?
I'm not doing that.
What do we have with our music? Tell us.
What do we have with our music?
What did we just play?
I don't
Steve?
know. You picked it all.
The first song I picked?
Okay, yeah, the first
We've
song.
had 2 songs and you picked one of them.
You're right. I picked the first one. I've
And
already
what was it?
forgotten. It was the theme to Welcome Back, Cotter.
It was. And
it was fitting.
It was, because we're back. And it was by, do you know who it's by?
No.
John Sebastian.
Okay.
Do you know what band he was the lead singer for?
George Thorogood and the Destroyers.
John Sebastian was lead singer for George Thorogood and the
He was.
Destroyers.
He was little known.
Yeah, exactly. No,
George didn't even know it.
No, it was Love and Spoonful.
Yeah, I would have guessed that.
That was your next guess?
That was my next one.
Love and Spoonful. After that, we heard The 100th Meridian from the Tragically Hip, kind of like us.
It was tragically.
Was it tragic? Or are we just hip, Steve? And then after that, we had a technical error, and then another technical error, and now we're back. And
we are back.
And it's good to be back. So what have you been up to these past couple weeks, Steve?
Yeah, work.
Man, you're knocking it out of the park tonight,
RC,
buddy.
car racing as usual, and stuff. All kinds of stuff.
How's this heat been treating you?
You know what? I have to say, mentioning work, I am very thankful that I work in an air-conditioned workplace.
Because you didn't used to.
I did not used to, and I absolutely... It would have been bad. It would not have been fun at all, and I don't miss those days at all, being out in the heat.
And I also work at an air-conditioned place, and if not, I would have just simply shut down at this point.
Pretty much.
I mean, I'm a big baby when it comes to that.
True.
So,
very true, yeah.
Like right now when I came in to the radio station, it was freezing in here.
Really?
Yeah, and I went ahead and turned it down a little bit more. So,
okay.
and this is just going to be us sitting here for an hour, talking and pushing buttons. I'm like, it's a little warm.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that. I don't rarely get cold, so.
Well, we are going to be here for the next hour. We're going to be playing songs you don't normally hear on this radio station or any other stations. You're going to hear some inane chatter like the kind you've just been exposed to.
And stuff.
And, Steve, so much stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff and, as we like to say, stuff and things.
And things.
Stuff and things on the way. Up now, we've got Fits and the Tantrums, Out of My League. It's on Radio Nowhere on WJBD. Higher Ground. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Radio Nowhere.
WJBD. I feel like we're trying
Illinois.
to... United States
Top
of America.
that.
Yeah, okay. United States of America. Top that.
On our planet Earth.
Yeah. Is that better than America?
Galaxy far, far away.
Is that better than America?
Yeah,
you
it is.
communist? Steve?
Before that, we heard
That was...
Be Young, Be Foolish, Be Happy by, what'd I say her name was?
Her name was Sonia.
Sonia, that's it.
Remember all her big hits?
Yeah, that one.
Be Young, Be Foolish, and Happy. She also had...
Be Old, Be Dumb.
be Miserable.
Be Achy.
And we started off that set, Fits and the Tantrums, Out of My League. Steve, do you know the Red Hot Chili Pepper song I just played, Higher Ground?
I do.
Who sang it originally?
I do remember that there was an original version, but
And-
I am struggling to figure out who it was.
And I'm going to put you on the spot because this is one of your wife's favorite artists.
Oh, it's probably, well, if that's that case, it's probably like them little kids that sang.
Them little kids that sing. Oh, I'm curious about who this is now.
I'm thinking of New Kids on the Block, but that's not right.
No, it was New Kids on the Block that did that song, Steve. You're right. No. New Kids, no. We're not moving on till you get this. You have been put on...
Stevie Wonder.
Very good.
Yeah, I actually, it's clicking now.
Is it?
It is.
So, in your mind...
New Kids on the Block could have done. I'm totally oblivious to
New
them.
Kids on the
so
Block could have
honestly,
done...
It's like they could have done a lot of stuff.
I kind of want to hear a New Kids on the Block version of Higher Ground now.
It could be interesting.
Your wife is listening right now, either live or pre-recorded or at the recording afterwards, and she's just shaking her head in shame at you.
Probably.
So, yeah, originally done by Stevie Wonder.
Mm-hmm. I actually remember that now.
And do you know what other song Stevie Wonder did that was a big hit? Hangin' Tough. That was another big...
He did. I remember that one.
That was
well.
another huge Stevie Wonder hit. We are playing great music. Whether or not we know where those songs originated from or not, we are playing it. And we're trying to give you a wide variety of things, too. And I mentioned she's either listening to us live or the recorded version of this. And, Steve, where can they find past episodes of Radio Nowhere?
Well, there's a couple different ways you can do this.
Okay, let's hear it.
The easiest way...
Which are they? What are they? Let's hear it.
The easiest
Come
way
on.
is go to
Tell us.
YouTube, believe it or
My
not.
Tube?
YouTube.
My Tube?
Your Tube.
Okay.
And search WJBD Radio Nowhere, and you will find a plethora of past episodes.
Approximately how much, or I guess how many, is a plethora?
More than 12.
Really?
Yeah. Or you can go to Facebook and find the Radio Nowhere page there and like it, of course.
And what's on there, Steve?
There are some pictures from past shows. Of course, the Vending Machine Olympics, which we did back when.
Roughly this time last year, I think.
Yeah, that's probably actually right. But you can find all kinds of fun comments that...
you can see why we're on the radio and not TV.
Exactly.
And you can listen to...
shows. Past shows.
You can listen to our shows, yeah. Now, for obvious purposes, you can't... for obvious licensing purposes, you can't get the music.
Right.
But...
It's just the commentary. So if you listen to the show not for the commentary, you probably don't want to go online and bring it up.
But
you
we
might
also
be disappointed.
We also post the playlists on the Facebook page.
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
When we're not slacking.
Well, when you're not slacking. You're kind of
I don't do the playlists. I do the audio.
You're kind of I thought you were kind of just our all-around promo producer guy.
No, I was busy that day.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, here's one for you to look up if you don't get to hear this live. This is a band called Calexico.
Hey, wait a minute. I have breaking news.
No, you don't.
As I'm looking through the CDs,
Yep.
Sonia had another song.
Really?
Yeah, Walk Away Lover.
Give it here.
Here it comes.
This is one. Okay, now this is
breaking.
This is a power of live radio.
It's track 12.
When was Be Young, Be Foolish, Be Happy released?
You're gonna make me go back.
Do a little work. Okay, well, when was...
No, I'm right here. That would have been, I don't know, does it even tell me the date?
Yeah, right there.
April 17th, 1992.
1992. Wow, that was the year I graduated high school.
Is August 7th of the same year.
So, and what's this one called?
Walk Away Lover.
Let's hear it.
I
Ooh.
don't recognize this.
No, I don't like it either. Do you?
I don't know. I can just hear it in one ear. It's no Be Young, Be Foolish, Be Happy.
I mean, right. You have Be Young, Be Foolish, and Happy, which, can I say, is kind of Sonia's thriller.
Her swan song?
Her thriller.
Well, that was her greatest hit.
Ooh, this is... Ooh, this is not good. You want to keep going?
I'm kind of starting to get into it.
Are you?
Nah, I'm over it.
Okay, well, here's Calexico, Cruel on Radio Nowhere, WJBD. Radio Nowhere and WJBD. That is Todd Snyder. Play a train song.
Snyder?
Todd Snyder. Play a train song, Steve. That bring back any memories?
That's great. I like trains.
Like a train wreck song?
Do you have any train wreck songs?
I don't. The story behind that, Steve and I used to DJ many, many, many moons ago, like our own DJ service. We used to do parties. And we did
We were at the Bell Tower Inn in Centralia.
Okay. And
a small child came up to us.
It was wasn't it like a graduation of some kind, a party?
Yeah, I think it was.
I
think you're right.
Or a birthday party for...
We'll say 6th grade, 8th grade, something like that. Yeah.
But then this younger kid came up. Right? I mean, not
he
like...
He kind of hung out with us quite a bit, if I remember right.
Yeah, exactly.
And he...
our unofficial mascot for the evening.
I believe you're right. There was another story that night, too, but we won't go into that.
That was awful.
He came up and said, hey, do you guys have any train wreck songs?
And we didn't know what he was talking about.
I didn't have a clue what he was talking about.
But now, this many years later...
I still really don't have a clue.
No idea. No. I have no idea what a train wreck song is.
I mean, we're on the radio, and I don't know what a train wreck song is.
I don't know. I mean, that Sonia song we played earlier was kind of a train wreck. The show could be a train wreck.
Could be.
But that's maybe the closest we've ever gotten to filling that kid's request.
Mm-hmm. So
is Todd Snyder.
Years later, there you go. There's your train wreck song.
There you go, kid.
Enjoy.
Todd Snyder and play a train
Hope you
song.
like pickles.
That was also from that night. Well, let's play... let's do Weather, brought to you by our show's sponsor, John's Biscuit Emporium.
Hello. Hi there, very good pal of mine. It is so fortuitous that we can have natural and casual conversations about all manner of things. Biscuits even.
Do you mean the nummy, only fresh biscuits of John's Biscuit Emporium?
Yes, dude. Those never-ever-day-old biscuits are a fine, quality food product for eating. Be confident in those biscuits from John's Biscuit Emporium.
True dat, biscuit eater buddy. But how might I eat such a fine, hot, fresh, only just baked biscuit item?
Verily, you must put the biscuit in your mouths and chew up them. Please heed my unblinking wisdom. You cannot consume biscuits intravenously.
Nor can you eat them with your knee or your ear. And hugging your biscuit is simply not proper, almost uncouth. A pat or a thumbs up, maybe.
I thumb up all the racks when I go there.
Everyone knows where and how to arrive at John's Biscuit Emporium in Salem. Feet, car, bike, scoot on your back. Follow the delicious freshness downtown to John's. Fly to the moon on the delectable wings of a biscuit and never come home.
I know I can go to John's Biscuit Emporium in Salem for fresh biscuit and nothing else besides.
My confidence in these eaten biscuits abounds.
You magnificent biscuit, I read your book.
And now weather with me?
Yep, and I'm going to eat this biscuit.
I want to know what the biscuit's book had to say. Yeah. Okay, for the rest of the morning, we have a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. However, I from the looks of the radar, I think we're clear and good to go tonight. Low of 69 degrees. Tomorrow. I hope you're saving one for me.
Sure, prescript.
Tomorrow looks like a high of 86 with another 30% chance of scattered thunderstorms. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy. Light winds. Low around 70. Monday for Labor Day, 40% chance of thunderstorms with a high of 88. Looking ahead through the rest of the week. Marmalade?
Do your weather.
Looks like we're going to be highs around 90. Looks like our next chance of rain would be Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly next Saturday. There is your forecast.
I'm sorry, what? I was eating a biscuit from John's Biscuits Emporium.
I'm happy for you.
Here, I kept one for you.
If you're going to get honey on something, be careful.
Yeah, we don't want to short out the
board
again. George Harrison. You want some George Harrison?
I'd rather have a biscuit from John's Biscuit Emporium.
If you had to pick between a biscuit from John's Biscuits and a song from George Harrison, which one would you rather have?
Is this a serious question?
Yes, serious question.
I'd have to choose a biscuit from John's Biscuit Emporium.
Okay, well, guess what?
I'm not going to get a biscuit.
You get the runner-up prize.
Back then, long time.
Aha!
Not Take On Me.
Yeah, that was actually the band Aha, which we know from Take On Me.
Song Take On Me.
Or the cartoon video, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a neat video.
It was. Oh, no. I think
Comic book themed.
And you know what? I was looking it up. Or I was looking up something about Aha a few weeks ago when we were talking about them. And there's another video they did with that girl in it from the video.
Oh, yeah?
And it's like kind of starts off, and I didn't get to watch the whole thing, but it kind of starts off with him animated.
Like maybe it's a
like,
sequel to?
Like the video would be a sequel to it.
Interesting.
I know, and I kind of want to go find that and see what... Because I'm assuming, because at the end of the video they get together, right?
Right. They both become real. And
well, she was real,
he's
right?
He's like beating himself into the wall and like...
Well, he's not beating himself in the wall. He's coming out of the comic world.
Yeah, but he's like smacking into...
Well, but it's supposed to be like a panel, like the door frame.
Beating himself into the panel.
Well, no,
and he appears in real life in a kitchen in a restaurant, I believe.
No, okay, no. She's reading the comic in a restaurant.
Yes.
And then she gets pulled into it. Remember, the hand comes out of the...
But where does he reappear after he's beating himself out of the panels?
At her apartment.
No, I think he appears in the kitchen of the restaurant.
No.
With spaghetti in his hair or something.
No, she does.
She does what?
She doesn't have spaghetti. First of all, I don't know what you're talking about with that. But she gets pulled into the
comic book.
Comic book.
Right.
Okay. The hand comes up. She goes in. And then, remember, because the waitress comes by, and she's mad because she thinks she got stiffed on the bill.
Yes.
And so she wads up the comic, right, and throws it away. Mm-hmm. And then, who are they fighting in that video?
They're like mechanics with wrenches.
Yeah.
Or motorcycle riders.
Yeah. Are they like a gang? Or
I assume.
There wasn't a lot of exposition
No, I really didn't explain
and
it.
They were bad guys.
Sure.
Right?
Guys with wrenches.
I mean, I guess. I mean, maybe the lead singer's... It doesn't... You know what? Here's what happens in the video.
They're after them.
And he gets her to safety.
I think he took his wallet.
He gets her to safety. And then he turns around to fight them, remember? Mm-hmm. And then it cuts back to the diner, and everybody's looking over, like, the counter, like, it's like the camera is pointing up at the people looking.
Right.
And they're like, it's like, they're all surprised because there's this girl laying there from where the comic book had been, and she's got smudges all over her face because she's been in the ink. From
yes,
the
I do remember that.
Okay.
Yes.
And then
she appears next to the trash can.
Yeah, and then she grabs the comic and takes it home and flattens it out.
Okay, yeah,
right?
I begin to think you might be a little bit right.
No, I'm very right. And she flattens it out to
really, and truthfully, this story's not relevant at this point because I just realized the biggest story that we kind of mentioned in the last show.
No,
we've not done a follow up.
No, let me finish. So then she straightens out the
paper.
She straightens out the paper. Great. And she, and then he starts to disappear from the comic, But, like in a comic panel, it's like a block. Like, it's framed like that in the door frame. And he's, like, beating the walls of the comic panel, and it's like he's also beating it in the door frame, and then he comes into the real world.
Her office.
And you're led to believe they live happily ever after. But now that I know that there might be a sequel, I'm kind of upset, because what if the bikers come after her in the real world?
Okay, can we get to, like, a more interesting story?
No, now I'm worried about the girl.
So the last...
I'm going into a comic book. Hold on.
The last episode...
Hold on.
Throw it away. The last episode...
Wrap up.
I don't even know if we were talking about it on the air or not, but Sharknado 2. Have you seen it yet?
Nope.
What is the matter with you?
We're getting ready to wrap things up.
What is the matter with you? Seriously.
I haven't had an opportunity.
It is a star-studded spectacular.
I'm getting ready to wrap things up, Steve.
It's fantastic.
This has been Radio Nowhere. If you like what you heard, tell a friend. If you didn't like what you heard...
Go see Sharknado 2.
Don't tell anybody.
It's fantastic.
Don't tell anybody.
Ever? Sharknado 2 rules. Seriously, I don't know how you have not seen Sharknado 2 yet.
Hey, go on YouTube and see if you can find that aha video.
I don't really care. Sharknado 2, and it bothers me that it took me this long to even think of remember myself.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, fine. If you're not going to see it, we're going to reenact it using this shark in this aquarium.
That's very funny.
It is. Okay, right here. I'm sitting it right in front of you.
Steve.
So...
Whoa!
Here's Finn.
What are you doing?
I told you I'm reenacting it.
Because, first of all, why do you have an aquarium here full of water?
I come prepared just in case such an instance were to happen.
You have an aquarium full of water here.
With a shark in it.
Right by the board.
And here's my Finn action figure.
That's not a shark, is it?
That is a shark.
That's a shark?
Yeah, look at it.
Okay, and I'm just going to, people may not know this, but Steve is a big fish fan. And it looks like you have gotten one of those, what are those things called? Koi?
It's a shark.
And you have strapped a fin to a koi back.
That's really irrelevant, honestly.
But, I mean...
The bigger issue here is the fact that you have not seen Sharknado 2. And seeing as that you haven't and you're refusing to talk about it until you've seen it, I'm going to force you to see it here by reenacting it with my shark, my Finn action figure.
I want to know how you have a Finn action figure.
How do you not have a Finn action figure?
Steve, is that homemade?
No.
Steve, that looks like you have taken your old Knight Rider figure of David Hasselhoff and made it into a Finn action figure.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, what are you doing? Get that away from the board.
Here, just look. You got to look.
On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to create a dream come true. So they sprinkled.
WJBD Salem Centralia.
This has been an I Love Raisins production.